Hey guys, what's up? This is DD86 and we're going to do a walk around on my bike, and I'll tell you what I have done to it and what are my plans with it. Alright, let's check it out. When I got the bike, it had a few rusty spots on the front fender, so I got this as a replacement. And then I got the bag too. So I'm a huge fan of buying used, so a lot of the stuff here that I have, I got used somewhere. The front fender I got used, and this bag here too, the 2 bag. At first I used to keep some documents and some other stuff on it, but as time went, I decided to keep it as clean as possible and try to keep less stuff on it. I also have a windshield. You can see these things here, the mount, and the windshield goes all the way up here on my bars. My bars are 16 inches meat hook, and I loved it. It feels so great. I usually have the bar a little straight up, a little bit more. That way it looks better. But it's not as comfortable. I have to reach out for it a little bit more. I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day with my back not hurting. But that's one of the things I like so much about the Sportster is it's a great bike for short people. I got the crash bar that I found on eBay. I was asking a little bit more money than I wanted to. It took me a while. He dropped the price. I saw it when he dropped the price, so I jumped right on it. I've done the LED conversions for these guys, but when I did it, I didn't know that they needed a resistor, because obviously it takes less power than a regular halogen. So I went ahead and installed these guys that put some load on it, that way it won't blink fast. The first time I bought it, I burned within a few months. So I reached out to the manufacturer to send me another one, and then I also bought these to give it resistance. That way it won't drain the power or burn the LEDs. Surprisingly enough, LEDs do burn. You never know that. Huh? So I got the tape maker. My mom gave it to me last year for Christmas, and this thing does great things. But I have another bike coming. I do love the way compared to a halogen, it does brighten a whole lot more, but I hate the high beam because it's just one spot in the middle. It does not really make any difference around. So my next light would actually be a hell lot more spread out and goes further. I'm excited whenever that comes up. I also I wrapped that with tape. It's some sort of, it's not electric tape, but it does about the same thing. What it does is when we stretch it out, it connects to itself, so I can pull it off and won't be no glue left behind. It's a great thing. I did spray this because honestly I'm blacked out. As much as I can, I'll remove all I can. When I bought the bike, that guy had the Burley, and when I got the bike had mini 8s. So when I bought this, I went to adjust the clutch cable, and when I was adjusting it, that guy, the 2 nuts, I went to adjust it and I couldn't, and then I start forcing it so much that it ended up snapping, so I had to buy a replacement. This is RPM, I don't remember what it was, but I got it just to cover it until I get money enough to get another one. I did a tank lift, 2 inches. I think it does amazing thing for the bike. I think it helps a lot with the cleaning. I love that gap between the engine. It looks so clean. I really enjoy that. When I got the bike, the guy had already done the exhaust vents and Heinz short shots, and the Screaming Eagle breather, the air cleaner, and that alone was all the performance that I needed for the bike. Right now the bike runs amazing, and I think it's great. The tires, I recently replaced them for the Michelin Commander 3 Cruiser. These tires are amazing. They give you huge confidence The tires that I had, it was good, but it was getting bald. So I did a lot of research on what to go with. So I decided to go with those instead of, I was between these and the Battle Cruise H50. It was very well, a lot of reviews too, but since these are new, I imagine I expect them to last a little longer. I buy tires for long lasting, not so much for grip, although my riding is very aggressive. I did see this guy here that someone did on Facebook, on Facebook group. It's just a camping bottle and with a motorcycle bottle holder. So I just put it there, and because everybody knows Sportster doesn't have exactly a big tank, it's only a 3.3 gallons. And then on top of that, with the small tank lift, that takes a little bit of the mileage, not the mileage, but the miles that you can get on a tank. So that was pretty good. I did that. I changed the seat. I had, when I bought the bike, the guy had the stock solo seat, and it's good for 30 minutes ride, but anything longer than that, it's pretty bad. And then before I got this is the Mustang Fastback. Before I had it, I had a Sportster, not Sports, well, it's a Sportster, the Harley Davidson Double, the 2-up seat, which is very similar to the design of this, but I think this is so much more comfortable. I can get 3 hours riding with it easy. As the other one, if I hit 2.5 hours, 2 hours, I was pretty sore. With this seat, I can go for a very long time. The other change that I did too was the air shocks. As you can see there's the line, and then the same thing goes on the other side. And then I have the line section under the seat where it can pump up some air. That is a huge upgrade for the bike, and that definitely helped a lot with how soft the ride is, and it's easy to adjust. Just get a bicycle tire pump, and that has been one of the best mods that I've done, along with progressive front shocks. I got the regular. I should have gone with the heavy duty because I'm a little on the heavy side, and I like loading the bike with other stuff, but it does really well. I haven't bottomed up the front. It happens for me to bottom up the back, but all you have to do is just add some more air, and that would do it. As you can see, I also done the coil relocation. That was a great little add, and that helped a lot too. It's more of a look, obviously it's more of a design, but I just love the way how clean it gets. It is absolutely one of the coolest things that I think about the bike, is how clean it gets. It used to say right there, and then there was just one little blob there that didn't make it so clean, and after I done it, I think it was a huge thing. When I got it, the guy had also done the forward controls, and I think I enjoy a lot the look of it, but I find myself riding a lot with my foot on the passenger pegs. So the passenger pegs is actually the stock one, and then stock front controls. But I found these on another deal that I found on Facebook Market, and that has been great for me. When I got the shocks, the guy also, not the shocks, when I got the front forks that I found used but never used, the guy bought it, but he was selling his bike before he installed it. He also had the rolling sands gas cap. The thing, it just adds to the bike look, and I think it's pretty great. Adds a lot. I've done the heated grips, Oxford. It came with the regular one, again bought used, but it came for a sport bike, and I wanted something better, so I went with the actual cruiser grips, and the cap is chrome, so I spray painted that as well. As you can see, I also have the hand guard. The hand guard prevents the wind a lot. When I did those mods, it was winter, so that helps you to ride. It takes the cold wind off your hands, and the grips just warm it up really well. I used to have the mirrors upside down, like most Sportsters do, and I just think that this adds a lot to the bike. But because the bar is being higher now, being 16 inches, it gets pretty hard to get around looking under your arms when your arms are kind of on the way. So that actually is better. I have plans on maybe changing those for something a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more pointy, like the hand guards are. But I'm not too sure if I'll end up doing that or not. So with the front LEDs, I also did the back. I've changed those, and those grill things, grill covers, they give it a very mean, good looking for the tire, for the lights, and I think it adds a lot. And the Burley bars, sissy bars, it obviously, as you can see, I put a bag that I got from a surplus store. I can't put a lot in that, and that thing's great. I think that's it, guys. I don't think I'm missing anything. Tell me what you think, what you like about this bike, and I'll be very glad to answer any other questions. I have plans of maybe doing some other upgrades, but I think that might be it. Thanks for watching. GGS86 signing out. One more thing I forgot to add is the quad lock mount. I think those are great. Didn't mention that. It holds it really well. It has the click, and I have great confidence that this is going to hold my phone well. But I also have, because I used to have the Ren mounts before, and you know, redundancy is never too bad. Make sure your phone doesn't fall apart or doesn't fall, which it happened with me when I had the Ren mount. I was riding once and my phone fell on a highway, and that was pretty bad. I had to upgrade just because of it. I didn't want to buy a new phone, but I ended up doing it. So that just goes around, just, you know, how that works. I also forgot to mention that I have a USB power to charge my phone. It goes right there, and then I can charge my phone while I'm riding, or GPS wise, or videos, or whatever I want to do. It's my phone. It's like you know, do what you want. I think that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. This should be it. All right, take care, guys.